With unsold homes piling up and construction hitting a 27-year low, developers are shifting gears, and student housing might just be the solution for struggling commercial properties. Hi, I'm Bobo, and welcome back to our weekly recap of Hong Kong real estate. Today we'll be discussing the transformation of a Tsim Sha Tsui hotel into a student housing facility by Centaline Investment, which opened last week with rents reaching as high as 91 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. We'll also explore how recent government measures are encouraging the conversion of hotels and commercial buildings into student housing, meeting growing demand while creating new opportunities for investors and developers. And we'll wrap up with a review of the weekend's primary and secondary markets. Centaline Investment recently launched its first student housing project, One Pace 117, in Tsim Sha Tsui. The building offers 67 units with 121 beds, with monthly rents starting at 6,335 Hong Kong dollars. Notably, 98% of the beds were pre-leased before the opening. With a maximum rent of 91 Hong Kong dollars per square foot, the total investment, including renovation costs, amounted to 200 million Hong Kong dollars, yielding an estimated rental return of over 6%. Centerline's founder and chairman Shi Wing-ching highlighted the challenges facing Hong Kong's commercial property sector, including oversupply and depreciating assets. He emphasized that converting commercial properties into student housing could breathe new life into the struggling market. The government has also taken steps to ease the market's transition. For example, last month, the Development Bureau and Education Bureau launched the Hostels in the Cities scheme, encouraging privately funded conversions of commercial buildings into student housing. Hong Kong's Secretary for Development Bernadette Lin noted in her blog that enhancing infrastructure and increasing capacity are key to positioning Hong Kong as a premier study destination. Additionally, the Town Planning Board has expanded the definition of hotel to include eligible student residences under the scheme. This allows commercial buildings to be converted into student housing without additional planning procedures. Renovated buildings can retain their original gross floor area and meet standards for natural lighting and ventilation similar to licensed hotels. Meanwhile, the Hong Kong Metropolitan University is preparing to convert a hotel into a student housing facility named MU88. University President Paul Kwan believes the scheme provides an opportunity to transform facilities to better serve students' needs. Under the policy, spaces such as a 6,000 square foot parking lot and a 3,000 square foot back office area can be repurposed as study rooms, fitness centers, and other student activity spaces to enhance housing operations. Over the past weekend, the market spotlight remained on the former Kai Tak runway area, with leftover units being released and new sales announced. These projects competed directly with the newly launched Victoria Voyage project. Double Coast 1 launched 37 additional units priced between 4.59 million Hong Kong dollars and 8.84 million dollars after discounts. The discounted price per square foot ranged from 16,183 to 20,100 Hong Kong dollars, with an average of 17,852 Hong Kong dollars, 0.7% lower than the discounted average price announced in April's price list. Meanwhile, Twin Victoria posted its sales arrangements last Saturday. It released 37 units for sale starting Wednesday on a first-come, first-served basis. The cheapest unit is Unit F on the 6th floor of Block 1B of 247 square feet with an open-plan layout. The discounted price is 4.14 million Hong Kong dollars at about 16,781 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. The most expensive unit is Unit F on the 26th floor of Block 2B with a saleable area of 705 square feet, offering a 3-bedroom, 1-ensuite layout with an enclosed kitchen. It has a discounted price of 19.74 million Hong Kong dollars, or around 28,010 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. Both projects are priced significantly lower than Victoria Voyage. However, Victoria Voyage has also achieved impressive sales results, indicating strong demand in the Kai Tak runway area for leftover units at current prices. Last Friday, Phase 1B of Victoria Voyage began its first round of sales, offering 62 units. Around 31 units, or half of the initial launch, were sold that evening. At least 2 notable bulk purchases were recorded on the first day. One buyer purchased 3 2-bedroom units for 42 million Hong Kong dollars, including a low-floor Unit B in Block 2A of around 516 square feet. In addition, 4 large 3-bedroom units in Phase 1A were sold via tender on Friday. These included Units A and B in Block 1A with usable areas of 818 and 819 square feet, and transaction prices ranging from 24.43 million to 29.05 million Hong Kong dollars. The price per square foot ranged between around 29,800 and 35,400 dollars. Phase 1B also recorded a new transaction on Sunday for Unit B on the 11th floor of Block 2B of 579 square feet with 2 bedrooms selling for 29,299 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. Outside Kai Tak, another hot topic was the price cuts on remaining units in Lohas Park's Villa Garda series. From last Friday to Sunday, the project recorded about 75 transactions over 3 days. The most expensive deal in recent days was Unit B on the 59th floor of Block 2A, measuring 719 square feet with a 3-bedroom layout. It sold for 12.66 million Hong Kong dollars, or around $17,600 per square foot. Under intense competition from new projects, the weekend secondary market saw both transaction volume and prices under pressure. According to Hong Kong's 4 major real estate agencies, weekend deals in the city's top 10 blue-chip housing estates dropped across the board. Rikit Corp and Hong Kong Property each recorded 8 transactions, marking a decline of 2 to 5 deals compared to the previous week. Midland Realty reported 7 deals, down by 10, while Centerline had the fewest with just 4 transactions, down by 9 from the last week. Meanwhile, home prices remain stagnant at low levels with notable losses in semi-new developments. For example, a 1-bedroom unit in Cullinan West 2 saw its value drop by nearly 30% over 7 years. The high-floor Unit A in Block 5B with a saleable area of 358 square feet recently sold for 7.32 million Hong Kong dollars at $20,447 per square foot. The original owner purchased it for 10.11 million Hong Kong dollars in October of 2018, incurring a loss of $2.79 million, or around 28%. Similarly, at Le Pont in Tuen Mun, a low-floor 2-bedroom Unit D in Block 5B with a usable area of 568 square feet sold for 4.62 million Hong Kong dollars at 8,142 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. The original owner purchased it for 6.07 million Hong Kong dollars in October of 2018, resulting in a loss of 1.44 million Hong Kong dollars. For more information on the secondhand market, stay till the end of this video for this week's recap of secondhand transactions across each district. That's all for this episode. See you in the next.